Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to yet another interesting tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to learn about making different kinds of rings. So you can see there are three different kinds of shapes in front of you. I don't know if all of these can be called rings, but I'll call them rings anyway. There is a circular shaped ring, and then there is a square shaped ring, and there is a triangular shaped ring. What's the difference between a coil and a ring? A coil doesn't have a hollow shape in the center, but in a ring the center is hollow. There's nothing, it's empty. So that's why I call them all rings. Today we'll also learn about a tool called Border Buddy. As you can see, there are three different tools right in front of you. One is in a circular shape, right, and another is in a square shape. Another one is in a triangular shape. So we'll be learning about this tool. Again, the tool is called Border Buddy, and this came in a box like this. I had bought it a long time ago, so I've taken the tools out and I'm using this box for a whole different purpose altogether. I'm storing my tools in there. Yes, so this tool also has a handle, so you can fix the tool into the handle, and it is more convenient to use it this way. Okay, so as you can see, I have used different widths of quilling paper also. For circular ring I have used 2 mm. For square shaped I have used 5, and for the triangular shaped ring I used a broader strip, which is 10 mm wide. Let us dive into how to make these shapes. Okay, I will start with, before we go into the quilling part of it, I would like to say that there is absolutely no need to be using these tools if you want to make some rings, because I'll tell you why. If you have to make circular rings, you can pick any object that are lying around your house, for example a whiteboard marker or a pen. Using a pen also you can make rings like this. All right, and for a square shaped or a rectangular shaped coils, this is a pencil lead box, you can use this also to make rectangular shaped coil rings. The only drawback with these is that you can only make one sized rings if you're using a pen or a marker. Only one sized coils, and if you have to make a different size, you have to pick something which is not as wide as this, the next in size, the smaller in size, so probably a pen or a dowel, right? So whereas in this tool, see, there are different sizes. You have almost 12 different sizes all in one tool. So if your project uses different sized rings, it's better to opt for a Border Buddy. But if your project uses the uniformed shaped rings, you can use anything that is lying around. Okay, all right, let's dive into making some coils. I would first show you how to quill a triangular one. Okay, so let me fix the handle. You can work without the handle also, but to familiarize you with the tool, let me take the whole tool itself. Okay, so now for this I'm using a 5 mm strip. Okay, it might seem easy, but then when you get down to making the coils, it can be challenging, especially if you are doing it for the first time. So here what I'm doing is I take one end of the strip and go around from below, okay, and then pinch it on this side, on one side, okay, like so. I pinch it, and the first thing I would like to do is glue it in place. I apply a little bit of glue on this end, the free end, a little bit of glue. All right, and then bring the other end over it, press it down for a bit, okay, just so that it stays in place. You might as well do it without the glue, but the challenge would be when you take it off the tool. When you take it off this edge, there's a chance for the free edge to come off. The coil, the ring will come off. Okay, so glue it first and then start going around the tool. Apply a little pressure on this end, on the free end, while with the other hand, with the other finger, you press down on the edges, just so the coil is tight and there are no loose coils inside the ring. Okay, press it down like I'm doing and keep going around. Repeat it. Okay, from time to time turn the tool up and make sure the edges are all aligning. If they are not, just move your finger, pushing all the layers down uniformly. Okay, let's continue. You can go slow until you get the hang of it. Okay, it's relatively easy once you get the hang of it and you make several rings. It becomes easier. Okay, we're almost there. So at the end, again, before you glue it down, make sure all the edges are aligned properly. Give it one good pull at the edge and then stick it down. A little bit of glue and then just fold it over like that. All right, stick it down well. And there's the coil. Carefully pull it bit by bit, pull it on all the edges, and then you can take it out. Okay, there could be some misalignments. Some layers could be coming out of the loop or out of their place, so you set it down and press it gently with your fingers. There you go. All right, let me quickly take you through a circular shape now. Okay, for this I'm going to use a 3 mm strip. Okay, let me change the tool to circular shaped. Likewise, pick your size. I'm going to pick the biggest one, the last but one from here. Okay, so I went from down under, from one side. You stick it down, press it down, and then apply a little bit of glue. The other end goes over and sticks it in place. Okay, now all you have to do is go around. Because this is a narrower strip, it's just 3 mm, it could be a little difficult to have all the layers aligned. Okay, the key is to go slow, carefully. Okay, we're almost reaching the other end of the strip. Okay, we are there, and one final tug. Make sure all the sides are aligned. and in the end we apply a little glue again and press it down. There. Okay. Once the glue dries off, then again carefully on all the sides pinch it out little by little until it is comfortably coming off the tool. You can make any sized ring. When I say size, I mean the thickness could be more. You can add one more strip to the same thing. I mean stick both edges of the strip and keep going round and round so that the thickness of the ring is more. Okay, so from this circular rings you can make different shapes. All right, so with this you can do a teardrop shape. I'll show you how to do it. You pinch it down on one side, okay, and the other side remains intact. So that's one shape, teardrop, right? That's one shape. And with the same circular shape you can pinch down on both sides to make it into a diamond shape, right? There. So I use a lot of circular rings in my project. With circular rings I can make different shapes, so that's how the rings are made. It is simple, but until you get the hang of it, it can be a little slow and challenging. Try these out. You don't need to necessarily have border buddy. Like I said, you can try with a marker pen and use different sized things to make different sized rings. I hope you enjoyed today's session. I would look forward to coming up with another interesting tutorial soon. Bye guys.